This morning in the Eagle Studio, the president of the Winkler Festival of the Arts, Dorothy Plett, with us. Dorothy, good morning.
Good morning.
Are you excited about this coming week, Monday to Friday? After so much work, it's finally here.
We are very excited. The culmination of all the work that we've done over the past year is just... it's just exciting to actually hear the performers that we have been so eagerly anticipating.
And so talk about, what these students are feeling, what they would say about this show coming up.
Well, some of them would say, I don't want this to happen. Or some of them are just very excited. And some of them really love the competition aspect of it. And some of them are very timid because they've never done this before. So we try to make it as easy and as welcoming as we possibly can. There's a small possibility we might have some cookies there. I'm not sure. Have to come and find out.
Yeah, absolutely. People should come out and find out what the Winkler Festival of the Arts is all about. When people do go, talk about what they're going to see, what they're going to hear. What is the festival all about?
It is a place where students perform things that they have practiced, but not just practiced, but polished, so that they have a venue where they can offer these performances, and the adjudicators come in and they listen to them, they encourage them, they give them maybe a little smidgen of something that they could work at or, just consider.
Yeah.
Because it's an opinion, right? It's different than just your piano teacher or your parents telling you something. And so it's, and then if you're in competitive classes, then the award or the winner from that class will come back Friday night to compete again for the awards. And that Friday night is from 6 o'clock there on. It's one after another of all these lovely musicians, and there's no waiting on the Friday evening. So if that's what you're after, then come out and support them on Friday night. There's 2 sessions, one at 6 and one at 7:45.
There we go. A couple different ways to go and see these students perform. And so, practicing is one thing with your music teacher, but actually performing it is a whole different, muscle to work out it can be.
Absolutely. And, I know that I've performed all my life, and there is very different parts of performing. And some of it is the improvisation of what happens if I make a mistake. How do I get through this? And how do I make it seem like I didn't make any mistakes? So, yeah. And sometimes we just have to stop and start over, and it's okay.
It is okay. And one thing we talked about off the air this morning, Dorothy, was that this festival, it has a long history here in Winkler. This has been going on for a number of years.
It sure has. I was looking up the history this morning, and it's the very, very first session, which looked a lot different than it does now, was in 1933. So that is 90 years ago this year. I guess we should have had a big celebration, eh? But yeah, it has gone through sort of a roller coaster ride over the years, but in the 60s, it was probably the strongest. There was one year where they had well over, somewhere around 1,500 entries. Right now, we're at just under 300. So we have a little ways to go to catch up to the 60s.
You betcha. We got to get back there. And so, if over the last 90 years somebody hasn't been able to make it, talk about why they should come out this year and give it a shot.
As far as a listener is concerned, well, we were just talking earlier about if you're a performer, you need somebody to perform for. And so our audiences are huge. We need people to come and just listen and support and enjoy music. We don't all feel like we have the gift of music, of actually doing the musical part of it. So come out and appreciate it.
Absolutely. Monday to Friday at the Bergteller Church. Do people need tickets or anything like that, Dorothy?
they just need a pocket full of change to put in the donation jar. That would be lovely.
Absolutely. Dorothy, thank you so much for coming out and telling us all about the festival.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, I'm Ronnie Gunther. Hopefully you enjoyed that video. If you have something going on in the community and you want to share it on the morning show, we'd love to have you. Send us an email at news@pembinavalleyonline.com. If you like the video, give it a like and share it with your friends. We'll see you next time.